Hello, brothers and sisters of the Endo. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to keep it down to 10 minutes and then the nitty gritty to common sense core. If you have any comments, suggestions, or insults, you put it down below. Everything I talk is about common sense. Everything I talk about is factual. I'm not talking about my opinions here. I'm just going through my expressions, my opinions, through my research. Of course, some of it is biased, okay, because everything is biased on the internet, unless you explored and researched it directly firsthand, okay? All right, now, okay, since I got that out of the way, I just want you to understand that everything is monitored and screened before you put a comment down below until I get to it, okay? You may put a comment down there that may be insulting as hell, or it will be deleted as hell, okay? All right? As I said before, I'm not interested in subscribers or like that, but if you want to subscribe to me, once I get 1,000, then I'll monetize my pages. It depends on you. Depends all on you. I hate most of you motherfuckers. I dislike most of you. Because most of you don't have common sense. But really, in a nutshell, I'm going for the small elite people who got the most money in the world, who understands my common sense, my crazy ass, schizophrenic ass. Okay? I hear voices. I'm more special than you. Yeah, sure, motherfucker. Get the fuck off the page, okay? But of course, I'm the real McCoy. Now, on to the subject. This video is going to be about, okay, how to use a woman, okay? Because I'm pretty sure I talk about it throughout my videos. You already see the tactics that I use, okay, which is not pulling my self-esteem down and my ego, okay, my ID, okay. I'd like to research in a bit of different fields. I have a couple different degrees under my belt. So you have to learn how to use manipulation in order to understand how to use women. Okay, like I said before, in my past, I started learning how to use women when I was a child. When I was the age of 17, I think it was 18, which I almost committed suicide. It started from there. When I was in school, I was educating niggas and fucking thugs and shit like that on how to do certain things, even with magic and shit like that, sitting in the back of the library and shit, okay? Alright, I was that type of guy. I was one of the rare guys. And after I realized that suicide is not the answer, until the devil told me, why are you crying like a little bitch? Why are you crying like a little bitch, okay? When you didn't get no pussy, okay? You ain't crying because of that. You ain't crying because you crying because yourself, okay? You're crying because yourself. So he told me to read some shit on women. Let's read up on women, and you will become a master of all things. You will no longer allow your queen to be the main chess piece more powerful on the board. You would no longer let that happen, okay? You understand? Because you know when a white man created the fucking game chess, and the next thing you know, he allowed the woman to have the power. The man has the power. He is the head. He's the Alexander the Great. He's the Genghis Khan. He moves 10 steps forward. He moves all the way across the board. He is the most powerful, as you should know. A man is always more powerful than a woman. But of course, only men who don't understand women, okay, will most likely give the power to the woman. All right, you got what I'm saying? Now, the first thing you need to do is educate yourself on how women take advantage of men. This has been happening since the dawn of time. The Indians and the Africans, or true Aboriginals, know that there was a war between the sexes, and we were genetically created by the gods, you want to say. Okay, religion puts this mixture in there so you can understand that there are many different aspects of understanding, many different variations of it. So as you go throughout life understanding which is the stronger sex, which is supposed to be the man, it is technically the woman. Indirectly, she's doing it, though. So I said, hey, how can a woman make me cry when I'm the man? How can a woman make me feel like I'm going to be alone for the rest of my life? When all I got to do is fucking masturbate and keep myself clean and shit, right? So how do you use a woman? How can you take advantage of women? First of all, you got to study law. Okay, that's what I do. I study law, okay, right? So you already know that it's a possibility that you can win in a court of law, right? So if you study law, you can get child support from a woman who makes money. You can get money from women, okay, like the pimps do. I got my lessons from pimps and hustlers as I was crying and weeping in the hallway like a little bitch, okay? Like a little bitch. I kind of realized, wait a minute, I am wasting my energy and shit. Why would I do that? Why would I sacrifice myself and be reborn back in this world? You know, I believe in the Hindu belief system, okay, with the possibility, in which you can be reincarnated. I believe in the possibility of fucking karma dharma, which may occur, okay? But you gotta understand something. If she's smarter than you, then you're the dumb motherfucker, okay? So the best way, now this is how you use women. The first thing you have to do is ask questions and tell them what you want. Tell them what you want to, what they want to hear. At the same time, tell them what they should know about you. Okay, like I always tell a female, I'm crazy, and I'm not really stable. Okay, but I'm always exciting. I always tell them that shit second or third. Tell them that shit a little later. You gotta tell them things in advance so they can know what's gonna happen to them in advance. Or you can talk to them about karma dharma. Most women don't even believe in karma dharma. Most people don't even believe in that shit. Most people are not even really religious. And they say they're religious, but they're hypocrites, okay? Most people are hypocrites, okay? That's why I hate most of you. Most of you are just hypocrites. You're just delusional hypocrites. And you may consider me delusional, and I'm a schizoid, okay? That doesn't make sense, okay? You have to believe those people who are slightly mentally ill than those people who are normal. Because most people who say they're normal, they're religious, or they have some kind of block up in their head. They don't like knowledge too much, okay? They have to be institutionalized. I was institutionalized, okay? I went there. I read the books and shit like that. I was also hospitalized, okay? But you got to understand, how to use women it's not very hard, okay? First, you understand how much money you make. That's the first thing. How much money do you make? Do you make thousands and millions of dollars? Are you going to sip and give your money to her because of some piece of pussy? Okay, think about that. Everything is about money and looks, right? That's what women go on, right? Okay, so you got to understand how you can flip that and make her work for you. Like my wife works for me. When I got my wife, okay, I'll give you a great example, okay? To put it in a nutshell, okay? Since all my history of my past, I used the dildo to fuck, right? I told you, masturbation is the key, baby. There's no other way around that until the fucking robots come out. You can't do anything about it. Don't be sipping. Don't be doing that shit. Don't be paying women. Now, I've done the paying women thing over in another country for a reason. You know, I'll pay them 100 birr, which is only like 2 cents and shit. You know, I show them a stack of birr. I told you, Ethiopian women. Most women in America and across the whole world, you show them a stack of money, you know what I'm saying? They usually let down them panties. You show them a stack of money. But in Ethiopia, you have to tell them you only get this much if they don't perform well. In America, you have to pay up front because they ain't going for that shit, okay? You see the difference between foreign countries and in U.S. Western? Okay, so that's how you think of it. You got to use money, okay? You use money to get into their panties, but that's called sipping, okay? So you can't do that. It's nothing's really truly free. You may have to pay a penny, okay? Or in another country, you pay a penny or 50 cents, okay? You know what I'm saying? But in Western worlds, no, you can't do that. Now, how to use a woman, you got to understand what her quality is. Can you get something out of her? Can you get disability out of her? Can you get Social Security out of her? You know, that's what I did, okay? So you got to understand, I'm not manipulating and taking advantage of her. I'm taking advantage of her in a good way. I'm not taking her advantage in the wrong way until she take advantage of me. You understand? She made an agreement and sold her soul to me, okay? Just as her sister will, just as her brother will. There's no way out from it, okay? I can just fucking snap and go crazy or allow the spirits to devour their souls and shit. I don't have to do anything because I'm mentally ill. The system protects me because I'm higher than the female, okay? I'm mentally ill. I had to learn that shit. I was like, oh, okay, so what's more important? The mentally ill or a woman in court? The mentally ill. You look it up yourself, motherfucker. And especially if you tell someone in advance, if you tell a woman, you might think, okay, but you gotta tell her in different levels of the relationship. Throughout the relationship, like I got my disability simply because of some females who said I was mentally ill. And that's a great thing. Because that's what I wanted them to know. I want them to think that way. Because I am that way, okay? You have to understand that. You have to be a sort of crazy, okay, psychologically to get all these benefits for you. If you are not crazy and you're normal and you're legit, the only way to take advantage of a female is through, your charm, okay? You tell her to work for you like a pimp. You learn these things as you go along. Now, a lot of men don't know how to do this. I use dildo. I say I'm packing. I could see a female's body real quick, okay? Just by you saying I'm packing and shit. And I don't even have to use no money in America. I don't have to. I have charm, okay? Women love charm. Okay, they may not go on looks, but they have charm. They'll give you a piece. They'll give you a chance. They'll give you a 50-50 chance. If you're not super attractive. I told you I'm a 7 out of 10, baby. And most women don't like average looking men, quote unquote, especially with little tiny moles or your teeth is kind of fucked up. I told you about that before. So if you see a female and you got less money and you living comfortably in your house, she got to make money and bring in the money to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So let's say you got a certain amount of money you make. She got to be bringing money in like a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Or you kick her ass to the curb. When the pussy gets old, she got to share. So the more shit that you bring in your house, the more it's still linked to you because you're the breadwinner. You're the winner. And if you could think that they can cohort against you, got to think of every possible thing that women can do to try to pull you down. Like Hugh Hefner and some shit. You see how well he did it professionally, but nobody pulled him down just yet, right? Right? He's old as hell. He probably got used Viagra. But you got to understand, if you have multiple women in your house, you got to have a point of fear in which you got to put in their asses, okay? You know what I'm saying? Not fucking their asses, not making a shitty ass, not getting a shitty ass all day. But you got to understand that if they cheat, they die, okay? If they go to the court, they die, okay? You got to put that type of fear in their heart, okay? Because they're bringing money to you. So you have to go through the ringer. It's best to go through the ringer, okay? You understand what I'm saying? You have to go through the ringer. Because I'd rather go through the ringer. I tell my wife all the time, I said, I'd rather go through the ringer. I still get my daughter, okay? My daughter would know I'm right. If my wife do some crazy shit, like put me in jail or anything like that, or do some stupid fanatic shit, okay, I go pandemonium on bitches. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who it is, cops, anybody, okay? Because I'm crazy, motherfucker. I talk to my therapist. I take my medication when it's properly timed. Do you have these things in order? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not that hard to take advantage of women in a good way. But a lot of feminists would say that's a bad thing. Okay? But sometimes it's best to keep your mouth shut. And for the certain individual feministic whores of Babylon, okay, you got to watch it, okay. Even whores of Babylon can be paid to shut the fuck up, or fucked a certain way and to shut the fuck up. Just like if you listen to the pimps, okay, you go on the internet and look somewhere else with pimps. That's the best way to understand how to take care of women who will take care of your ass, okay. It's called manipulation for the wise, okay. Not manipulation for the evil, not for the dark side, but how you can actually tell her how we can all benefit, okay? And I'm the head, and I'm the king in charge. And if you don't know how to do that, and I just told you the simple way to do it, I just told you, step by step, you look at your income first. That's the first thing you do. What kind of shit you have? Because I lived with a female before, and you know what she did? She kicked me out. Because I slept with her goddamn daughter. And I threatened her life. But did she put me in jail? No, she didn't. Because, I'll come out and full phrase. I'm waiting to get her ass. They'll let me out. Okay. This cannot be used against me. But anyway, I digress. But, who said I would do that? I would never do such a thing. I would never do anything like that. Okay. But you gotta understand that you got forensics to catch you. You got all sorts of things to catch you. I use the spirits, okay? I ain't got nothing to do with that shit, okay? I say to all females, I say, I ain't got nothing to do with your death. You put me in jail, I'm gonna get your ass. You tell her that gradually, okay? Especially if she got a funky ass attitude. Shit, get the fuck out of here. And you got a house. You got a 4-story house. You got cars and shit. You had an accident or something happened to you. And all you think you're doing, you paying that bitch for some pussy or some shit. She better be bringing you fucking money in the motherfucking house. You understand? That's called business, baby. There's no such thing as love and no more. There's no such thing as love. You know that's a fact, ya guys. So get your money right. Get your shit together. And word to the wise, it's best to bring them bitches to the hotel to check them out. Because if the pussy's terrible and you bring her in the house, you just only screwing your motherfucking self. You got to test the pussy out. You got to do all that shit. There's a lot of shit you got to do. And it's really not, no, it's not really that much, dude. Keep her away from your house until you know who she is from a distance. If she can come to you, because I'm getting tired of hearing, I used to travel distance and far to meet women. I used to do that, okay? But then I said, wait a minute, I'm wasting time here. I could make a profit off of hoes who basically just don't give a fuck about themselves or anything else, okay? And then their pussy stinks or some shit. Or they got stinky ass attitudes. It's best to be alone if you're scared, okay? But if you want to use your smarts, your brain power, you best to focus on yourself to try to get yourself together. If you meet a female, you talk to her what you want, and you be direct and honest about it. Don't sip. You could take a bitch out. Sure, you could take a bitch out. You could take her out and take her different places. If I take my wife out every other week, okay? I tell her, I said, if she's good, I say I buy her some clothes or something like that. You got to keep it nice. You got to keep working out, okay? Because if I'm looking the way I am, you got to look the way you do. And you better be bringing me my money, okay? Same thing. I tell you all the time, if a sister gets in here in this country, or a brother, they paying me. There's no way, babies. I got all that information. I got all the paperwork and shit. I'll burn that shit. They wouldn't even have a chance. Somebody else got to help them. Then they got to go through all this process. They know how much hell they got to go through. Somebody get a ride from someone, because I'm driving the car. You have to have the head. You have to have the one up or the two up. Okay. When the bitch treats you wrong, you got to treat her wrong twice as hard. That's what pimps do it. They actually, the hardcore pimp knocks the shit out of her bitch. I beat the shit out of my wife a couple times. I'm only joking. But then maybe not. But anyway, understand that's the easiest way you can take advantage of broads these days. How to take advantage of a woman. This is what this video is about. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Listen what I'm saying. Focus on yourself. Understand what you got in front of you. Is she just a dime piece that you just want to lick and fuck? Or do you want to fuck her with a dildo and keep her away from your house? Be careful. Your house is a collateral damage upon your own self. She can use that against you. You don't want the chest. You don't want that queen, as they say, can take advantage of you or have more power to you in your house, right? All right? So think about that very clearly. Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. If you have comments, suggestions, or insults, you put it down below. If you want me to grow in my page, you basically subscribe, you like it up, and everything will be all right. Okay? Peace.